All
right, everybody, what it is and what it ain't, and welcome back to another episode of that Area 90 podcast for that ass. Yes, it is. As always, I do go by the name of Flaco, a.k.a. Flaquito, a.k.a. Flacosity, and we're going to cut that right there.
Yeah. Moneybag Joe.
Kiki.
And what a motherfucking great week it's been.
What is that?
Didn't even watch the show. I was gonna say, if you watched the show, you would know.
Facts.
It was a dope ending to the last episode.
We'll let y'all go look at it.
Yeah, go check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that.
All that.
The plug-in was beautifully.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. It was beautifully inserted by.
You like that?
Yeah.
Flacosity.
Give him a round of applause. Not for real. He's cooking.
We should have had we need one of those boards where you can hit sound effects.
Ooh.
Just insert some applause
board.
right there.
Ooh.
We working though. Is if you watch the last episode, you see that we slowly developing and growing.
We're evolving.
Like a boner when you're sitting by a hot girl in a movie theater and she's maybe touching your thigh. Slowly but surely, we're growing. Whoa.
You're like, chill.
She's not grabbing popcorn, is she?
Yeah. Every time she goes in the box slightly touches your meat, pushes it, only urging it to get more excited. You ever did anything crazy in the theater?
The first vagina I touched was in a theater.
Damn. 278? Mm-hmm. Successful. What was that like? What movie were y'all watching? Spider-Man 3? With the black Spider-Man? She was turned on by the black one?
I don't know, bro. We're in like 8th grade.
Damn, bro. I remember mine. That's why. Let me see. So
happened? Dude, honestly, it might have been a Spider-Man movie. Honestly.
Damn.
Like for real.
For real.
Yeah.
What a guess.
Toby,
the true Spider-Man.
But I don't know.
You touched it. You didn't enter the dragon.
Uh-uh.
She didn't let you.
She didn't stop me. I was just so nervous.
You didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
He was just
No, dude, there was no movement, bro. My hand was just on it.
Inside the pants?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I want to ask who it was, but I don't feel like bleeping shit. Yeah, so we'll save it. What about you? You ever got any luck in the theaters?
I don't know. I can't remember, honestly.
I think that's the only theater action I've gotten.
Yeah, I've only had action one time. And
I
actually,
don't really go to the theaters.
We're talking about back in the day.
Even back in the day, I didn't really No, I feel like it's a dumb place to take a girl. No disrespect to anybody.
I mean, yeah.
Because you can't vibe.
Yeah.
Now that we're older, but
can't talk.
Nah.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. Middle school, that's where you're taking your
For
girl
sure.
to the movies.
100%.
Like
Just because you could be in a dark room with.
exactly. And no parents usually.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still trying to learn proper English in fucking middle school. I feel like.
Perfect place
Shut
to
the
go
fuck
is a
up.
theater.
This man Carell didn't even have an accent in middle school.
He Americanized real quick. He was excited to leave.
Before I got deported, I had to. Yeah.
And then you got here and you fucking hated it.
Nah, I actually loved
You
it.
had American posters on your wall in Bulgaria.
Nah,
You spray painted your fucking
got
wolf
deported?
American colors.
no.
Oh.
I was saying I had to learn. When I was in elementary school, all I knew was the cuss word. So like first and second grade, like they'd be talking to me and I would say "fuck," "shit," because my uncle thought it was
I was
funny
about to
tease
say, I
me.
bet your uncle was.
Nah, he did. He was like,
He was probably like, what, 20 years old?
yeah. He was a little special too. So, and I was just in there, "fuck shit," and they had to put me aside and like, yo, like he needs to learn proper English and not this.
This was in Paulding?
Nah, this was in when I used to live in Vinings. That's
Okay.
when I first went to.
How you go from Vinings to Paulding?
No. Vinings is a lot nicer now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's why we couldn't fucking afford it at a certain stage.
True.
I
No,
mean,
we had
define
to-
nicer.
Huh?
Define nicer.
Nah, Vinings is nice.
Vinings is
Vinings is a
nice.
nice
Yeah, but,
area.
like, I hate the city, bro. I could
That's not really
live
even the
there.
city.
It kind of is.
Well, it's definitely compared to Paulding.
Yeah.
I mean, to
is
Paulding,
the-
yeah.
Like, if you like Paulding, you're probably not gonna like the city.
But
And
Paulding
vice
is
versa.
growing though.
It's growing.
Because
for
we have
sure.
because we have a
I
Costco.
hate it, bro.
That's when you know your area is growing is when you got a Costco.
Yeah.
The only
Straight
thing
up.
that I'm like, bro,
QTs.
is
Yeah.
like everything when we were in high school, and it seems like it still is it's all on 278. Everything that you do is on 270, except for Stars and Strikes. Besides that, literally every restaurant, the theater, the shopping, 278.
Well, there's a new 278 on the come up, and that's 381, like New Hope. You know the road that goes through New Hope, and then it goes to Crossroads.
Yeah.
Isn't that where the tornado went? Kind of close by. Pretty sure.
Nah, the tornado went through like 278 and 61.
Oh, well, it's on the back side of it.
It's on like the west side of Paulding, but they're putting like new shopping complexes. They're just cleared out for something in front of that Kroger at Crossroads, but if you go towards like Alatoona High School, it's like new like little strip malls and stuff.
And then towards North Paulding and shit.
Yeah, dude, 41's literally just gonna turn onto 92.
Yeah, Paulding's growing. You gonna move if it gets too big?
I'm thinking Cartersville, bro.
Yeah, that's a nice area, and that's but that one's also getting. I mean, probably years down the road further.
Yeah.
But that one's growing too.
Yeah, Cartersville's kind of a little maxed out, like their downtown area. But it's I don't know. It's nice because you got a outlet to 75 right there. That way you can get to the city quick if you want.
I don't be knowing roads. I'm gonna be honest. That's the second set of roads that you mentioned, and I don't know.
75?
575, 75.
It is quicker to get from there too because there's no traffic.
381.
You zoom down.
You don't know 75?
These sounds like pro skater moves.
You don't know 75?
575, 75. I got GPS.
Yeah.
That what I know.
And
What?
You be driving around for work
I be
too.
zooming too. GPS.
Man.
What is this? Judgment time?
No, that's...
I know 75. I'm cap.
All
I
right.
know 75.
Moment of silence for 75.
It's the road.
This is the highway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
highway.
interstate.
It's the road.
It's the road. It's the one that we take. That's the
It
one we-
literally goes from Miami to Canada.
Yes, literally. Come on. Anyway, let me tell you about the first time I got my special edition in the movie theater. I was supposed to go see one movie, and then I forget that. So me, my stepbrother, and the tall Bulgarian dude that we know. Yes, sir. Nislav.
Yeah, that
Yes,
guy.
sir. We go to the theater, and then they decide they want to see one movie. We say we want to see a different movie. Or no, I say I want to see a different movie because when we got to the theater, there were some cuties with some booties. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to holler. What movie y'all going to see? They were going to see, I think it's called This Christmas with Chris Brown. So we go in there, and it's me, the girl that I think is cute, who's a grade above me at the time, and then this girl that's in my grade. They were together, whatever. So I forget how it started, but the girl in the middle, it would be you in this situation. I don't want you to do it, but I'm just saying.
You know I would.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
comfortable with his sexuality.
I am.
Exactly. He'd be like, nah, if you get hard, that means you were enjoying it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab your meat. And if you get hard,
Whoa,
you're okay.
I ain't doing all that now.
I'm just saying, that's kind of what you implied.
No.
All right, bet.
Go on.
So the girl, she starts jerking my meat, right? And I forget how
How
long.
old are you?
7th grade, and she's in 8th.
Damn.
Yeah, she started jerking it. And so I at some point, I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed her hand, and I was like, we're going to do this together, right? Like Harry Potter. We're going to end it the way we started, together. So I'm just doing it, right? Helping her. And I'm thinking I'm holding my nut in, because at this point, I've already jerked it. Like, I skipped a football game to jerk my meat before, 7th grade. I was like, I don't feel like going to the game. All right. So I went in the bathroom and just sat there and jerked it. So I know what it's like. So this girl's jerking me, and I'm like, I'm not finna come. Like, what's up? I'm a pro, baby. I should be in 9th grade when it comes to sexuality, right? So at the end of the movie, I'm still thinking the job's not done. So when I go to put my pants away, there's jam everywhere. I just didn't realize I had nutted. Like my shit is it's a hefty load. Hefty. Like this shit is everywhere. So I developed this method where you walk like this, like covering yourself. So I go outside the theater and I'm waiting on my stepbrother. and Naslav with nutty pants and drawers. I mean, I washed my hands, but this ain't coming off. So I'm waiting for my stepbrother. He come around the corner from like the little arcade area. I'm like, where's Nislav? He's like, he left us. He's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? He's our ride home because we lived in the same complex. So my mom was dropping us off. His mom was supposed to take us back. But so when they came out the theaters, Nislav was upset that my movie was still running. So he called his mom, and then my stepbrother was like, I'm not going to leave. So then we both had to call my mom, and she was pissed. See, we got in trouble for Nislav leaving us.
That's fucked up.
I know, but that's the way my childhood was. When, hey, I don't know, make that nigga stay. Y'all should have jumped and said, hey, don't leave us, motherfucker. So we got in trouble. But yeah, that was the first. I was pretty happy though, because I had,
You got a little play.
jerked off by 8th grader.
Hell yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Do we know her?
Probably not.
Was she 8th grade
She was 8th grade, but
with us?
no, we were 7th
Yeah,
graders.
but like same school?
Yeah, for sure. But I just don't think you knew her.
I bet I do. You remember her name?
Let me tell you, yeah, of course. Let me tell you something, Joe. You are very confident with a lot of shit, and then you're wrong.
That's
Yes,
not true.
yes, you are.
No, it's not.
Yes, you are.
We literally had this conversation at the soccer field, and I was right.
See, you're wrong again. It was kickball. I'm just saying. Anyways.
I bet I do know her.
All right, well, I'll tell you. If you remind me during commercial, I'll tell you who it was, because I don't feel like bleeping shit.
I feel you.
Anyway, real quick, we forgot to tell y'all we're gonna do this at the start of the show next time. Updates this week. We got invites. If you want to join us in our kickball game, we're having Kiki versus Moneybag Joe kickball game. We don't got the title and all of that yet, but if you want to fucking play, why not? Come support the squad. Come have some good laughs and all of that. DM us, comment. Y'all know how to reach us. All right, so that's gonna be April 12th, correct? Mm-hmm. Right. All right, bet. It's going to be teams of 10, all of that. More information coming up. Also, if you don't mind, if you got the time, most of y'all are probably on your phone anyway, go check out my Instagram. That's Flacco City. On IG, I'll be putting out comedy skits and all of that. And on TikTok, Flacco City. Holla at your boy. Y'all got anything coming up going on?
No, I started a new project that's gonna be a good one, boy.
Ooh, tell me about it.
About 1,000 square foot deck.
Yeah.
And it's all like composite, like Trex, like the expensive shit. It's gonna be one for the books, literally.
You want me to come record some process?
You could.
All right, let's talk about it.
For sure.
I don't know. I was supposed to work with this guy this morning, and then he texted me. I was supposed to meet him at the job site at 10, so I got up around like 6:37, and then he texted me. It was like, we're moving the project to Thursday, and I'm like, I got to work my other job on Thursday, so can't do it. But I was like, I do kind of want to do that to advertise and to get a feel for it, because, I was confident. And he sent me a reference video, but I was like, I've never done it before, so it was a little nervousness, I guess, but I was like, I'll be able to deliver. But if I get some practice with y'all,
Yeah.
shit, that'd be even.
You know the son of the lady you were doing it for.
Oh, for real? But don't tell me just in case. I don't feel like bleeping.
Damn, I wish we fucking did.
He
our
probably
house.
watches this. He may have watched this.
I feel like I know who it is, but is it HR? Okay.
S.A.
Sexual up. No, I'm just kidding. Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, we'll figure it out. What about you, Kiki? What you got going on?
I wish we
coming
would
up?
have done my house in Atlanta, the before and after. That would have been
I tried to do that. You hired someone
Nah.
else. Don't me.
not for the after pictures. I was talking about the process.
The process. I offered everything. You hired
You
someone else.
didn't offer
Yes,
nothing
I
about
did.
the process.
Yeah, I did.
Hell
Yeah, I
no.
did. Someone
You
else
offer
got
for
the
the
job.
after pictures.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I believe both of y'all.
Because you did it to me too. They hired me.
Yeah.
They offered me.
So I'm
and then
saying, the way you're explaining it, I believe Carell and I believe you.
what do you believe him for?
What do you?
What part is he telling the truth on?
Like, it was talked about. I feel like it was talked about, but it wasn't like agreed upon.
Yeah, it was. It was
He
talked about.
hiring someone else.
I didn't hire anybody.
Okay, well he did it for free.
I did the pictures myself. Yeah.
And well, you asked someone else to do it, and I guess they didn't come through.
No, they gave
We
me
speak
a
truths.
astronomical price.
Oh, so they try to charge you crazy.
I mean,
See?
yeah.
See how y'all do? That's cool. That's cool.
Like,
What you got coming up though?
I don't know. I was thinking like now that I made my TikTok.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2 weeks later.
Uh,
But we're not gonna hate. We're not gonna hate.
and I'm gonna start doing these little like 2-3 day little trips, little
Yeah.
getaways. So I'll just name it like something like the 2-day escape or
2 day skate.
just a little.
Maybe work on that, but
Yeah,
We'll
well,
get there, we'll get
just
there.
an idea, you know,
Yeah.
that was floating around.
I like it. I like
Weekend warrior.
Or flights with benefits.
I like that.
That's not bad. That's got like a double meaning to it.
Yeah.
What's your first trip finna be?
Friends with flight benefits.
Yeah. Friends with flight. Yeah, that is a
I
nice
like
one.
that.
Oh, we're cooking something. Well, my first trip was to the United Kingdom.
Oh, but aren't you about to go to Mexico next?
But yeah, we'll do a little Mexico,
Yeah.
then a little Florida after that, a little Key West,
What you looking forward to in Mexico?
the tacos.
The taco.
They're really
The
not
50
even that
cent
good over
tacos.
there, man.
Hmm?
They're really not even that good. It's American people cooking them.
No. We would go out of the, you know.
Oh
obviously-
yeah, if you're in the resort.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the resort. I'm talking about like actually, you know.
I will say though, dude, the best Indian food I ever had was at a resort in Cancun. It was called Taj. Bro, the buttered chicken and the curry was off the chain. It was literally the best Indian food I've ever had.
Damn, that's saying something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
because I like Mediterranean style
yeah,
food.
Thai food is fire. I had a friend in high school. His mom would make Thai food for Christmas. Fire. They were like non-traditional. Well, that
Thai
was
is a little more
non-traditional.
Asian though.
Yeah. I was just talking about food I like.
I'm not a big Chinese and Thai guy.
Damn, bro, really?
Yeah, my fiance loves it.
For real?
She's always like, "Can we go get Chinese?" Oh, never mind, I forgot. Like I'll eat it, but it's like, just
What,
it don't
you-
tickle my pickle.
What you don't like fresh fish or
Fresh
you don't-
cat, fresh dog.
Fresh fish.
Yeah,
I
like
love fish.
well, most of it has a lot of fish.
Catfish.
Asian cuisine.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Nah, you
It's
get
cat-
Sushi.
kung pao chicken and orange chicken and sesame chicken.
Garfield.
That's the
But,
stuff.
but
I
like
don't-
you realize
I'm
like
a
the
fan of.
orange chicken is like American type
Yeah,
deal. Like
for
that's
sure.
Americanized. Like they don't have that.
Fortune cookies.
For-
Americanized.
I don't know about that one.
No,
I'll-
Americans came up with fortune cookies.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, they must. That's an interesting one.
Right? Just trying to give us a
Walk
little
in your
extra.
trap, take over your trap.
Walk in your trap, take over your trap, boy. God dang. Now I fuck with Chinese. I had some Panda Express this weekend. Phenomenal.
Well, Panda Express always slaps.
See,
talk to me.
the last 2 times I've had
Talk to
Panda
me.
Express, it has fucked my stomach up.
Really?
Could be bad management.
Bad man.
At that
Oh yeah.
Just
store.
get the grilled chicken. That's what.
That's what I got. I got the teriyaki chicken.
No way.
Yeah.
And it was.
It
That's
fucked
a-
my stomach up. Bro.
Usually the other shit could fuck up your stomach if it's not cooked properly. But the
I'm thinking they don't do the first in, first out type shit.
What
You
that
know
mean?
I mean? Like, we've had this chicken, let's
Oh.
get that out.
Yeah.
And put the new chicken in the back.
That new.
They go to stack their freezer and they're just like, man, keep that old chicken at the
Well, I
bottom.
thought you was trying to be slick. They stacked their freezer and they're trying to meow. I thought you try to sneak a cat in there. All right. I'm trying to limit my racism. So don't do that. All right.
All right.
Cat dog.
limit my racism.
All right. So let's talk about some. How much time we got?
We got about 7 minutes.
What we want to jump into? Ooh, boy, we moving and grooving.
Damn.
Let's touch a topic right quick. Which I
Yeah.
want to go pop or sports?
Cooking.
One
Let's
got
go a little sporty.
sporty spice. All right. Well, y'all know if USA loses, Kiki's got a boner somewhere. So let's go ahead and get that nut out the way.
No. I told you I want the U.S. to succeed, especially for the World Cup. We
All
want
right.
it to be lit.
So I got a hot take on this topic.
Let's hear it.
I think it's feasible for the U.S. to win a World Cup in the next 20 years.
Yeah,
I don't
You don't think so?
No.
That's a tough one.
that's a tough one.
This is the first time we've hired a non-American coach in a long time. I'm pretty sure. By the way, Pochettino, you know, he's not.
Yeah.
Typically, you try to hire somebody from your own country. You know, well, that's why
But-
they went outside of the box to try and to try and like aspire them to be better. But I don't know, like at this point, it could be the fucking players, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a United problem. Like, doesn't matter who you hire, if the players are fucking shit, then it's, even though the players aren't shit, but they just don't have something, like something's missing. Some kind of like courageousness, you know?
Yeah.
But-
or some kind of drive. They're not working towards something.
I mean, bro, losing to Panama's, and they're not a really good team, you know? And that's a little sad.
Yeah.
For y'all that don't know, Team USA took an L to Panama, not City Beach. We love Panama City Beach. Shout out Club La Vila. I had a girl shaking her rump on me one time in La Vila, and my belt got unbuckled. That was pretty hot. But
Didn't that club fucking come down?
it's like,
It didn't come down, but it
Yeah.
got shut down.
yeah, basically.
They got hit by a hurricane or something, I think.
They got
I
hit
think
by-
Last
all
time I was
Panama
there, it was
did.
like half. I saw it. It was like,
The reason it wasn't fixed up is because
Oh,
it was closed down.
Yeah, the hurricane was years before when they had the shutdown. The government or whoever saying, y'all don't need to be having fucking
Fun.
15-year-old Flacco getting his meat hardened and his belt unbuckled by, I don't know how old the girl was, but I'm sure she was under 18.
damn, we lived through a fun period
Fire.
over there.
Yeah, for sure. dude.
Fire. I'm not
Panama,
Bro, Panama
What?
was wow.
that
What?
shit was crazy.
Nothing but tits and fucking drunk high schoolers.
It was like
Which-
Mardi Gras.
I want to
Literally.
like also say like I don't know how we're allowed to talk about because we were there, but also we are talking about like high schoolers, but because we were part of it. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
Because there was high school
Okay,
girls
it's underage.
showing tits that we were enjoying, but we were high schoolers when we enjoyed it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that's weird. Like thinking about there's an area in the fucking U.S. that all these high schoolers are just walking around drunk as fuck, high as fuck, different drugs, fucking and showing tits and all of that. That should not be allowed. But because when I was,
Well, I think they're gonna do it either way.
yeah.
but-
But like the whole town knew what was going
Yeah.
on, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it was like they're trying to act like we don't know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. Like it is what it is.
It was so much fun. Though.
So much fucking fun, bro. Some of my siblings, actually a lot of my siblings, they didn't get to go because they grew up with my dad. And my dad wasn't having none of that. And then just people like I got friends that didn't get to go, and I'm like, damn,
That sucks.
that fucking
I
sucks.
feel
glad
like that was
I
the thing we were
witnessed
looking
it.
forward to every year.
Oh.
It was
Every
like
fucking year.
Panama, we going Panama,
Oh,
hell yeah!
yeah.
And it was always a bunch of everybody, liquor.
Liquor, boy, I'm talking about.
Damn.
I wish there was an adult version of that.
Dude, I got.
There is
What?
Key West.
What is that for real?
That's that us, yeah.
When is
That's
it?
for college.
No,
That's
we're not in college.
Bro, I'm 30 years old, dog.
What? You act like there isn't people in college that are 30 years old.
Yeah, but
Like what the
They're
hell?
not going to spring break.
Yeah, that's hell the fuck they are.
Nah.
it gets
The fuck?
It gets like you don't want to be like the old head at it. Like I was an old head on college campus. It's not fun. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Like I was 28, 29 on college.
Keeks,
So, yeah,
stay
you-
away from college spring break, bro.
I don't
Now,
care.
if you stumble upon it, that's different.
That's what I'm saying. I might stumble there.
But don't go there on purpose. Is what I'm telling you.
I mean,
Just
I'm
gotta-
just taking a little layover.
That's what I'm talking about. You enjoy Florida.
Yeah,
What part?
all of it, honestly.
Key West was the answer.
Well, Miami.
Never mind. I'm trying to help them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm lost. I guess.
We drifted way off the sport. What sports? Oh, the U.
What's
So we lost to Panama. That's the sad part about it. I think that soccer. There was a time, maybe like 3-4 years ago, I felt like soccer was on the come up. There was even
Nah, it
commercials.
still is. It still is.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I see. I was thinking
There's
the
a-
same as you.
There was a commercial that was like we've been here for a while. Y'all call us soccer, or people around the world call us football, but we go by soccer, and we're making a name for ourselves in the U.S. I don't remember what year, but they had an actual commercial like, "Yo, soccer's actually growing here." FIFA was popping. Everybody.
I mean,
Then-
bro, the reason the World Cup is here is because soccer is growing.
Nah, business. That's just business.
Partially, it is business, but also it's
But
that as well. It's
they were talking about there's a big tournament coming up for soccer, and they were like, we
the
might
Club
not.
World Cup.
It's not selling tickets.
Well, yeah, because the fucking ticket prices are astronomical.
Yeah, but like if it was popping, it'd be. I'm just saying. I don't think. I mean, maybe you felt it too. Like soccer, there was a point where you just felt like
Yeah,
it's
it
on the
was
come up.
literally-
And then now I just feel like it went back down. I don't know what happened.
I don't
know
think
if
it's went back down. Maybe
but
it's like
plateaued.
It plateaued.
for
it's
sure.
plateaued maybe a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But I still think
I mean, I got a little cousin that has just recently started watching the shit out of soccer.
Mm-hmm.
It's solely because he can gamble on it,
Oh,
but it's like
damn, what kind of gamble does he do? Like, what is that shit called? Is it the stuff where it's like how many shots they take?
yeah, shit like that.
Prize picks or whatever?
Yeah. Well, he's in Florida, so he's got. Like,
oh, he has the
yeah,
actual. Oh,
yeah.
okay. They're legal over there. Yeah.
damn. So wait, what are you saying? That he's became a fan?
He's been watching a lot more soccer this past year.
Is he growing to like it? Besides the gambling part?
See, it's like, what does he like about it? I think he likes the gambling part.
So
of it.
okay, so it's not really so that's not like a true stat.
Because it's
people
it's
watching it for enjoyment.
after like football season. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like it's just another thing that he can.
to gamble on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like. I
Oh
said,
wait, so he gambles on American football there, and then in
Yeah.
the off season he's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
off season
Exactly.
gambling.
people love it.
Dude,
People love it.
it's a problem right now for real.
I
Sports
bet.
betting,
I bet.
and they don't talk about it. They just keep pushing it.
Yeah. Look, you know what we need
That
to
is
push?
true though.
You know what we need to push? We need to push this commercial break.
Oh,
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right
Flavor
back.
Flav. What's up, everybody? Quick commercial break here. Your boy Kiki from the Area 90 podcast. Check us out on TikTok. Where fuck? Dude, fucking bitch. All right, ready? What's up, everybody? Quick commercial break. It's your boy Kiki from the Area 90 podcast. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kiki. This is a quick commercial break. Follow us on TikTok, Area 90 podcast. Then we got some cool shirts, like this one that we just got signed from. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kiki from the Area 90 podcast. Follow us on TikTok. This was a commercial break. Oh, fuck off. Just roll the fucking joint. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kiki from the Area 90 podcast. This is a quick commercial break bulletin. Follow us on TikTok. Come join the laughs. And now let's get back to the show.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Hopefully you enjoyed that Kiki commercial break filled with Kiki laughs and Kiki fuck ups. But a good time, as always. Back into the world of sports. USA sucks at soccer. Let's just go ahead and admit it. Kiki was all filled with joy and thrill when we lost. But on the other side of that, bring that ass right here, boy. Who won a trophy this weekend?
Who did?
Mexico.
Oh, they would have played Mexico in the final had they won.
Bust that USA ass. Fuck wrong with y'all boys. Y'all sent us back our best talent. Mexico is finna, boy, we finna set it off in the Americans. All up in that American ass, Joe. Money bag.
Did you see the Mexicans chanting USA at the Canadians?
Yeah. The Mexicans were also fucking with the Lawless. You know, Lexi Lawless, that annoying ass motherfucker. They were sitting there, and he was sitting there doing some fucking weird shit like that.
Damn, that's because Mexico, they fuck with the U.S. Obviously, that's why they, be trying to get over here and shit. We be fucking with y'all. It's just tough times right now.
The turnout for the fucking the USA Canada game was a little disappointing though. Considering it's a
think
third.
of who it is.
I mean, no, but I'm saying it's still like a third place game. You know, like you're still playing for something, and the turnout was like 20%. I don't know if you saw that.
No, who was playing?
USA and Canada.
In soccer?
Yeah, it was for the third place match. You know where you're saying Mexico won.
That's because we don't rock with third place.
Yeah, but still though,
Yeah.
you would think they'd want to pack it out. You know, like.
No.
Oh, hell no, that's embarrassing.
I mean, I don't know.
I could almost guarantee you.
Only
if,
big dubs over here.
If when in the Olympics, if we would have lost to whoever and played for the gold medal or the bronze or whatever,
The third place, yeah.
we would have lost, and we would not have sold out.
Why?
And we would have roasted
That's
the fuck
lame
out of
as
the
fuck.
American. What do you? Yeah, exactly. Standards. This is the
You don't
US
care about a third place in the
No.
CONCACAF, bro.
Exactly.
You
Fuck
care
it.
about the bronze. You
But
don't
it's the
care
same.
about-
It's the same idea.
No.
Yeah, you
Not-
still get something
No,
here with
you're
this
not
new
bringing
one.
your country an Olympic
What do
medal.
you say? We're done with the pussification.
No
Playing
more
for-
participation trophies.
Yeah, participations. All right, let's battle it out for third. Let's bring in the subs. Bring in the
So what?
subs.
Even second doesn't get anything?
Well, if you're battling between first and second, we're going to be upset if we get second. We're not going to be like, well, guys, at least we got second. Fuck no.
Ah, that
Fuck no.
just felt like it was a little bit.
Ain't a
little
bit
soft.
It was a little disappointing on the American. If you, look, we were all about hockey when we won that one game. As soon as the next game, fuck hockey. You know, baby, give
Nah, I've
this
been
shit.
watching hockey.
You been watching it? What you been watching?
I watched the Oilers versus Penguins, and it was an ass whooping.
On whose behalf?
The Oilers beat the shit. They got what's his name that scored the game winner against us, against the U.S. team.
Oh, the Canadian dude.
Yeah,
I know
what's
you're
his
talking
name?
about. I forget his name.
I don't know for sure. I don't know.
As you can tell, we're not hockey guys.
Yeah, what I
Mick, it's Mick something.
McSaucerton.
McDouble.
But Connor McDavid.
That's his name.
Yeah. But it was like I think it was 10-2.
Oh
It
shit.
was an ass whooping,
Yeah.
and it was fun to watch. It was because they were scoring a bunch,
Yeah. I don't know.
and they're getting dude. Those fights are awesome.
The fights.
You know they do. They allow fights in professional lacrosse now.
lacrosse.
Yeah.
Lacrosse.
What do they do? Drop the sticks?
Yeah.
Oh.
Literally, they drop their gloves and all that.
They're not allowed to go with the sticks,
You always need a weapon.
huh? No, it's just funny. I don't know. They would be out there sword fighting it out.
Fencing.
Turn it into a quick fencing match.
Fucking get that shit down.
What? I got a question. This is a good one for the basketball fans. I seen this on the internet and I was like, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad topic. Prime James Harden or prime Dwayne Wade.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna say Russell Westbrook.
That's a good one too.
Want to do all three?
Yeah. All right. Who you got? Prime Wade.
Bench,
Prime Harden.
cut,
There you go.
start.
Ooh.
All right.
All right.
Prime.
Prime. And this prime.
I'm starting Wade.
I'm benching Harden.
Yeah.
I'm starting Wade. No, I'm cutting Harden, starting Wade, benching Westbrook.
All right.
Mine would have been the same.
Yours is the same.
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
cutting Westbrook.
Westbrook.
Westbrook. I'm gonna start.
I think the starter is the only important one, really.
Yeah, for the most part. I'm gonna start. Who y'all start? Wade?
Yeah.
Shoot, because he did win a championship.
Nah,
He
Wade's
won-
just
he
done
won
it.
3
Well, with LeBron and Bosh, and then
and by himself with Shaq.
Shaq. Yeah, I was gonna say, and there was a decline in Shaq, but that little run that James had, I don't know.
Yeah, but it was just a little one, you know.
It wasn't that little.
It was a
like-
bunch of traveling too, bro. Don't even say it's not.
It wasn't. Did they call it? So you're a ref.
I don't have to be a ref to know what traveling
so
is.
you know more than a ref. Let me get. Can you sit back for a second?
Yeah,
I needed that
really.
eye contact.
Yeah,
So you know more than a ref.
absolutely not.
So when the ref.
But I
didn't
know
call-
what a traveling is, and I know what it looks
Oh,
like.
so the ref doesn't know what that is.
Let's be for real.
No, let's be for real.
Yeah, I'm being for real.
I am too. That's not a travel.
You don't think James Harden travels
He might have traveled.
and it
once.
doesn't get called?
There's plenty of players that, but not all the time. That step back was not a travel. It was a step back. It was a drop that ass off. Come
No
here, son.
way,
Get
bro.
that piss out of your eye. Yeah.
Dude, other players do it and they get called for travels.
Now?
It's a fact.
Not anymore. Never.
Huh?
Are you saying now they do?
Before and after.
So James was the only exception.
It seems like it.
Did you
in-
see when he
in
got
my eyes.
elbowed by Meta World Peace?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why? So they felt bad for him. It was like, let him get away with it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's okay. That makes sense, I guess. There's a reason behind why they're not calling it for him. I think that's a bunch of bull jive. I think James was out there cooking folks, straight up.
Yeah,
3-point
but he wasn't
machine.
winning shit, bro.
He wasn't.
He didn't even get to a Western Conference
I
Finals.
feel like he did. I'm
No,
not
he
for
didn't.
sure.
He did not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
All right. Will you look that up, Kiki? I don't got my phone.
I was trying to think.
Look. Ask ChatGPT. Has James Harden made the Western Conference Finals with the Rockets? Chat, viewers, this is your time to see.
Has what? Say it again.
Has James Harden made it to the Western Conference Finals with the Rockets? I
While
feel like he did
while he
with
looks that up,
Chris Paul one year.
why you
Western
so
Conference
quick to
Finals, right? Yeah.
cut Westbrook, prime Westbrook?
Oh, because he hustled and the triple double is phenomenal.
I was thinking that he did.
Yes, James Harden has made it to the Western Conference Finals. He reached the stage twice in his career. Once with the Houston Rockets in 2015, and
And then
again
with
with the
the-
Rockets in 2018.
That's
He's
what I was
not-
trying to think.
He's the worst at
I don't
that.
know why I felt I heard that
He
stat the
always
other
feeling
day.
something. He always so confident.
Somebody didn't make a Western.
He's like
Conference
somebody
Finals.
else I know.
But he didn't make a finals. I know that.
Now just pull out a different stat. Well,
I do know that.
yeah, that's true. He might not have made the finals. Which
But
is
Westbrook didn't either.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, with OKC?
Yeah.
Lost to the Heat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now, get right, boy. Get right. But why am I cutting Russ? Because he never was like the face of a team and got them anywhere. Like I think when he was getting those triple doubles, was that OKC still? But they weren't really.
I mean, that's a fair statement.
Yeah,
That's
like
a fair-
he was. And I still think he's a phenomenal player, but he just.
I feel like he was always a good role player. Like
Yeah,
he always.
but he didn't want to be a role player. But
No,
he
I'm saying
should've
like the
been.
assistant to the role
That's what I'm
player.
saying.
Like he was always really good at that.
He should have been that, but he tried to become the face of the team.
And then
And,
it
you
went
know-
down. It went south.
Yeah, when he should have been the role player, I think he needed a Kevin Durant. He needed a LeBron, but he got with LeBron a little too late, I think. Because he does need the ball, but he doesn't really need it. Like he plays the best with the ball, but it's like you don't need to be having the ball that much, brother. Let us have the ball, and then everyone. I think he's a great six man. He doesn't want to be, but I think he would be a great six man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's valid. You're making me rethink mine.
He would hate you if you heard you saying that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
But
He'd be like, man, fuck
I'm
that.
not- they're just James Harden is kind of in the same boat.
but he led. Now he was the face of almost even the league, and he was getting to the Western Conference Finals and like
He got there twice.
twice, which is more than Russ. But he was making it
Is
deep
that-
in the playoffs.
I don't think that's more than Russ. They lost to
No, I'm
Golden
saying
State in the Western Conference Finals
with OKC,
Mhm.
with Russ as the face.
with Russ and KD.
No, that's what I'm saying. Without KD, which is funny that I'm thinking they all three played.
Yeah, they did.
So Harden has been to the finals.
Nah, he didn't go. They weren't that good when Harden was there.
That's the year they made it to the finals, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure I watched Harden in the fucking final.
The year that OKC played.
And lost to the Heat.
Yeah,
He might have had Harden.
that's what I'm saying. I think Harden was on that team. You might be wrong again. Hey, look that up.
Yeah, look it up. I'm curious now.
Oh,
Hey, all right. So let's wrap up sports. Well, we'll answer that, but let's move on to pop culture right quick. Jay-Z versus Nelly. Who is the better? I wanted to ask you, who's the better artist or who's the better rapper? What happened?
he's made it.
made
I
it
knew,
to
I
the
knew it.
0 for 2 for Joe.
God bless.
In the grand scheme of things, he's like 1 in 7.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. So who are you asking? Who's the better artist or rapper?
Artist.
Artist. Okay. I do think you have a better fight with Nelly versus Jay-Z. Speaking about just artist, but still, I'll give it to Jay-Z.
That's crazy.
Where you at?
I would say Jay-Z too, just because I hear his stuff a lot more often.
That's fair. And you have to take that into consideration.
You think you hear Jay-Z more than you hear
A lot.
Nelly?
A lot.
I feel like
I
he's
feel
in
like
a lot
you
of.
just don't know what Nelly sings.
I mean, I probably don't know more stuff of Jay-Z. I would say, yeah, but still, he's just
I
everywhere.
feel like you would know way more Nelly songs than you would Jay-Z.
You could be right.
But also, Nelly was more of our time. I mean, Jay-Z was on a.
They're the same. They're the same.
But Jay-Z's always doing like remixes and stuff too. Nah, like he's just dropping into some songs.
He does
that-
features.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jay-Z had more hit albums. Nelly had Country Grammar.
Jay-Z ain't
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Nellyville.
Nellyville was decent.
Decent.
What song is on Nellyville? Because I feel like most of his songs are on Country Grammar.
Bruh,
Alright.
come on now.
Man.
All I'm saying is Jay-Z, like you said, I think there's a reason he's talked about still more. I mean, because he signed Rihanna.
Hot in Here, Pimp Juice, Air
That's from
Force
Nellyville?
Ones, Dilemma, Number One. These are all the ones I have on my.
On Nellyville?
Yeah.
Damn. So what's from Country Grammar? EI?
You want me to?
Bruh, no.
Every single one of those songs you'll know.
Yeah, and I can list a lot of Jay-Z songs. You know 99 Problems?
The bitch ain't what?
St.
Hey.
Louis,
Hey!
St. Louis.
That was wet.
Greed, Hate, Envy, Country Grammar, Ride with Me, EI,
Yeah.
Throw Them Raps, Batter Up.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the ones I have.
You know what my favorite Nelly song used to be?
Grills.
Nah.
You know that song?
Boom! Here
The
comes
George,
the,
yeah.
here comes the y'all don't really wanna now. Boom!
That was
Here
for the Longest Yard
Now-
soundtrack.
now-
Yeah.
I will say one of the best rappers' performances in a movie, Nelly as that
sure.
running back. Boy, oh
Maggot.
boy. Was it?
Maggot.
Yeah. I thought you said something else. I thought you were trying to greet Carell. I was like, all right, that's weird, but all right. But yeah. It's like, that shit used to get me hyped. I don't know. I think Jay-Z is just, for sure, so much better of a rapper, because, like we said, we're talking about artists. And then Jay-Z doesn't have as much different, but he does. Because for him to make a different sounding song, he does need a feature. Nelly doesn't need that.
Right.
But I'm still
And then
like,
you got his country songs, Nelly.
yeah,
He can
over and
move
over
over.
again.
Yeah, he can
That's
go
what I'm saying.
over
He
to
is-
another genre.
He is, but you know how like in a video game, you might could have someone that they're like 99 punching and then like 20 kicking, 30 grappling, whatever, but they're 99 punch. Nelly, I feel like he's like got better numbers and different departments. Nothing at 99, you see what I'm saying? Nothing, but still, you would have a better, you would win with Nelly. I mean, with Jay-Z. That's how I think he's so good at rapping that he doesn't have to have, you know.
That's a fair point too, yeah.
I think he's just so skilled, like so advanced at.
That he doesn't need to sidetrack or
Yeah, where Nelly and
try
Nelly,
to.
Nelly even said Jay-Z's better.
Did
Yeah, it was like him and Eminem, DMX. It was like
See, but with music, it's like, you know, he feels one way, you feel another way.
But I understand
It's
why.
how it rings to you, you know.
Yeah, because when I first hear Nelly, I'm thinking Hot in Here, which is amazing. But then you start if you really go down that catalog list, like
He's
if
got
you
a
want to go
lot
and take a
of
ride
hits,
with me,
bruh.
smoke, get high with me, then hey, must be
Smoke
the
in the
money.
Benzie.
Yeah, Dilemma
Yeah.
was fucking
Love
you.
I
Need you. What is it?
Nelly, I
love you. I do. All right, let's stop because we'll get in trouble with YouTube. But yeah, is that the one with Kelly Rowland?
DMC.
Yeah, that music video. EI. What's the song? Where it's like, let me in.
I think it's called Country Grammar. Country Grammar.
Underle, mama, EI.
That's EI.
That's
Okay,
yeah,
it is
that's
EI.
yeah.
And then he's got Batter Up, or what's the song where?
Fish don't fry
That's the
in
one.
kitchen.
I was just
That's
thinking.
Batter Up.
Okay, yeah, Batter
Yeah.
Up. Yeah, so he does have some songs that, but I do also like, if you go down the Jay-Z alley, I feel like you could find a few like that too. Maybe, you know what? Let's think about this. Maybe Nelly is bigger to a variety of people. Because I remember when I was growing up, we were listening to Jay-Z CDs.
Didn't you have a dad from like New York?
A stepdad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said like wasn't one of your dads? I have one dad.
And see, that could have played a big role because
Exactly.
he was very big in New York.
Exactly.
He wasn't that big down here.
Exactly. Just like I didn't know the way we felt about Lil Wayne. I think I've said this plenty. And Little Rock, that's how they felt about Boosie. So when I went to Little Rock for the summers, everybody, it was like when you're driving by.
Wait, is Little Rock a place?
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Oh,
That's the
okay. I
city
thought
of
that was
Arkansas.
another rapper.
There is a rapper named Lil Rock, but every road, like when you're passing people, they're playing a different Boosie song. You're playing this Boosie all day, every day,
Yeah.
and so it is, region wide. So maybe,
I feel like Lil Wayne's big everywhere.
for sure. But I'm telling you, Little Rock, they.
Oh,
were-
I already know. Like
they
in
love
Louisiana, Arkansas,
Exactly,
Mississippi, and part of Texas, like
Yeah.
that Houston part.
They were
They're
all-
all Boosie.
But yeah, and Lil Wayne, like Parmesan my panino.
Is it
So-
Panino or Panini?
I don't know. I think he said panino just to make
I
it
feel
sound
like,
good.
yeah.
But
He did. He do be doing that,
He do be doing that. Rappers do be doing that.
especially Wayne.
Yes, sir.
And he'll make anything sound
With
good.
yeah, baby. Yeah, Lil Wayne is a goat. What else we got? Y'all heard about those pyramids?
I've been seeing some stuff.
I saw a graphic of the radar findings.
What do you think of the pyramids just in general?
What like how do they get
Just in
there?
general, like what is your
All
like
right.
feeling of them? Like, do you think they were man-made? Do you think they had help?
Elon Musk is an alien. So
What does it
allegedly.
have to do with pyramids?
So
I mean, he's
getting
built
there.
like
I'm
one.
getting there. I'm getting there. He's built like one. He talks like one. He travels like
I
one.
mean, he has autism. You know he takes some kind of drug.
Huh?
He takes something.
Gravity pills so he can get used to the gravity here. You saw what happened to those other two that got stuck in space if you keep going back and forth. Listen, I'm telling you, I think that there was a different civilization before. Maybe Elante was a part of that civilization. He was corny as fuck. They was like, get your bitch ass on, sent his ass back out of space. The nigga waited some time and was like, I can come back now. So that's how he knows so much about what's going on. Obviously, I'm joking and taking a piss, but I really do think that there was some different type of civilization, like many moons ago, like many moons ago, and that's where those pyramids come from and shit.
I feel like those pyramids were like energy sources of sort.
Yeah, shit like that. Yup.
Like most of their shit that they've
They
crafted.
point towards the stars.
They-
like perfectly.
Yeah. Like how would you?
When I get excited at night, guess what? At the stars, pointed right at it.
You got little stars in your room? You know, like when you were a kid?
Huh?
Is that what you're talking about?
Those are tits that
No.
my penis is pointed at. If a girl sitting on top of me, the tits are the stars in my eyes.
Oh. That's it.
But nah, like I think that's one reason so many people like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's
Or-
a timer.
He did. He just stopped it.
Oh.
We got about 7 more minutes, if that. But I think Joe Rogan allows people to whatever they're thinking to say it, and even though he doesn't necessarily agree, he'll not discredit you from saying whatever you believe. Like people be like, he believes anything. And I'm like, I don't think he's saying he believes everything.
Yeah.
He's just allowing you to. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He's just getting that out there.
Yeah, like this. Hey, this is
He's
what
a
they believe.
mediator between this and that.
Yeah, but I do like different theories on like the pyramids. Like, what do y'all think it is? No idea.
I don't really think it's anything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
I think it's just like one of those. It's like the Stonehenge in fucking England.
I mean, isn't it kind of crazy though that apparently these people had no technology
Yeah.
and the
I mean, you don't
bowls,
have
the
to-
bowls they made in Egypt were like cut. You couldn't even do it now. With like, it'd be difficult for our fucking machines and everything to build a vase like that or a
Like,
bowl.
do you think they were smarter back then or smarter now?
Probably much smarter now.
There's
Or
a lot of
then.
stuff that got lost in
Smarter
the
than
Alexandria fire in Egypt. I don't know if you know about that, but it was like a great like library of
Of technology?
Alexandria. There was a lot of things that were
Yeah.
burnt whenever Alexander the Great went.
See? Like like when we're not allowed to go to is it Antarctica? What's going on?
I mean, you can go there.
No, you can't.
You can take. I'm pretty sure you can.
There is something I think you could go
There's
to.
part of it.
Yeah, but for the most part,
There is a large part that none of the world can go to.
I mean,
Yeah.
It is
there's
it is called the Antarctic Agreement.
yeah, type shit. And then the ocean, we don't know all that about the ocean, but we want to go to space. I don't know. I just feel like there's some trickery. Which,
For sure,
I
our
mean,
government fucking lies to us.
but maybe for our protection.
Whatever you want to call it.
I don't
Why,
know.
why do they get to know and we don't?
Because okay, so
I mean, either other governments have disclosed like UFO files and shit. You know.
yeah, I mean we've said there. First off, we've said there's UFOs, but nobody just really cares. Like
All governments lie.
yeah, exactly. But we've had fucking drones about ready to give me a fucking anxiety attack. 2 weeks later, no one gives a fuck. We didn't even answer what happened to the drones. We said fuck it. Drake and Kendrick are battling. Who, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck are we talking about drones, nigga? Let's go. New Year's, Christmas, new presidents, forgot. Like, literally. So I don't know. Like, I think there is like how you lie to your kids. You know, like if something is terrible, but you still have to lie to them to make them feel okay. Like if, you know, like if
Until they're old enough to find out themselves.
Exactly. So I think the government, you know, they might know some shit that they were like, yo, if people hear about this, they're just gonna freak out and, you know, cause a, you know.
That
cause a
could be.
problem.
That could be it.
I'm just, you know, there's no for sure.
That's a good theory.
If we
no.
knew about it the whole time, it would be okay though.
Some stuff. I mean, you could slowly introduce things to it, like, hey guys, this is ET.
I mean, like they find out, then we should.
So you think we should know? No, that's why we have top secret. All right, so I was about to bring in that signal app. Like, all right, so they did nothing wrong. They were sharing everything. Like, hey, this is exactly what the fuck's going on.
Well, obviously, like strategies when you're against someone else.
Yeah, well, okay.
You don't want to let them know.
What if we got a hidden dragon, right? We don't want them to know, but we.
But I feel like if it's like a world like Antarctica, everybody should know.
I mean, yeah.
I think
It's not like they're building secret
I
weapons
just don't
and
think.
shit.
I just don't think. Like, if we found out in Antarctica there was a fucking species that could just touch you and kill you, niggas is gonna freak out. Like, if you hear about something for the first time, like imagine you saw a giraffe, literally. Like, you got to take your mind to seeing a giraffe for the first time. You've never seen this animal. You're used to dogs and like monkeys, and then you just see a fucking giraffe. What the? You'd freak out. You know what I mean? Like, there's some shit that I don't think we're prepared to see or prepared to know. Because I feel like we would fucking
That's a good take. That's
we
a
would
really
go
good
crazy.
take. Now that is true.
Like,
yeah.
be like, I mean, I don't know. if
Most
that's-
people are retarded, so like.
I mean, I
Well,
would.
But we
they-
grew
I
up
can't
with
say that.
giraffes, so we're not scared of them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I get what you're
Like,
saying. But
They taught us about them.
you're saying, but remember
Same with like rattlesnakes.
But you remember when we were talking about the toothpaste being out the tube? I think, like I said, you could maybe slowly start to introduce some shit, but
That's why I feel like
So,
the drones are and shit.
if there's something that we should worry about, you don't think we should know about it?
not if there's nothing we could do about it. Like if there was legit aliens that could come here and just like, because now all you're gonna do is create anxiety within the people. There was a study about this or something like that where they tested something and they were like, yeah, nah, never mind. We're not gonna tell you niggas nothing. 'cause
Well,
y'all
I'm
gonna
sure
freak
they
out."
fucking the
Okay.
government funded that study.
So when they did the experiment, when they were like, "Yo, we're getting invaded by aliens," niggas started killing themselves. And they're like, "Yo, if we were really getting invaded by aliens, we better not tell y'all, because y'all gonna fucking kill yourself." Mm-hmm. Like, we'll just try to handle it, and if we can't handle
The
it,
average person doesn't have the.
yeah, like I think there's a lot of shit. Like even the retired vets, they'll be like, "Yo, y'all ain't ready to see what the truth is."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you are. I think you're ready, and then you find out some shit that is like,
No, I mean I educate myself on things as far as I can,
yeah, exactly.
and I'm nothing. Dude, I fear God, and that is it.
I like that.
Like,
What if God's in
nothing-
Antarctica?
But imagine if like the aliens come down and they're like, we had a part in creating,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
or whatever, and then all the people that believe in God are gonna.
Yeah, there's gonna.
know?
It'll be a big fuck up for sure.
That's what I'm saying. There would be mass hysteria.
Yeah, but we probably are gonna run over time here soon in a minute. So, what a juicy way to end this. We wanted to do a quick question, but we ain't got time for all of that because I don't really know how much time we got on that. How much is on that? See, check that.
We've ran about 7 minutes after
28
the.
minutes.
All right, yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta wrap that up. All right, everybody. As always, I do go by the name of Flacco, aka Flaquito, aka Flacicity. Yeah, kiss me through the phone, baby. AKA Super Long Meat, aka Longview Meat, aka
Yeah,
lay the
this is at some
Smackdown
point.
Hotel on your jabroni rump meat.
Hey, we're running out of time, bro.
Well, come on.
Money back.
Keeks.
All right, see y'all next week. Peace.
That was a good one.
Don't interrupt my name like that.
Man,
Don't interrupt my name like that.
I think that's something.